Hello, everybody.
Unmute and just listen to me for a second, and then we'll begin with the trial. Mr. Schenken, *6 or unmute, please.
Okay, it's unmuted.
All right, so we are here in cause 25S000055. We have the plaintiff Paul Schenken present and defendant Sean Schenken present as well. So I apologize. Normally during a trial, I would refer to you as Mr. Schenken, but just because in this situation there are two Schenkens, I'm just gonna refer to you guys both by your first name if that's okay, just so that way there's no confusion. So in this matter, it's pretty straightforward. I did receive exhibits. Sean, I believe you were the only one who submitted any. I do have that packet in front of me. Paul, did you submit any exhibits at all?
No, I didn't have any. I don't have any exhibits. He has all my personal property. That's all I have.
Okay, all right. So that would answer my question. How it'll work is Paul, since he filed this claim, you'll be the first one to go, sir. You'll present your case. If you have any witnesses to call to testify on your behalf, you may do so. Afterwards, Sean, it'll be your turn to give your side of the story. As you're talking, if you could please refer to any of the exhibits, if you're talking about them, so that way I could follow along with them as well. I do have them in front of me. I did have a second to sort of look through them, so I'm slightly aware of what the situation is, but I obviously want to get more information as we go through this trial. Afterwards, Paul, you can give a slight rebuttal. I just ask that both parties not refer to the other. If you just need to talk, only talk to me, please. I just want to keep this cordial and just get through this as quickly as possible to reach a resolution. Do either party, do you guys have any questions?
No. No.
Okay. All right. So, Paul Schenken, at this time, we're going to have you go ahead and testify, sir. I do need to see you in the camera, so I do need to see you pull away and then raise your right hand, sir. I can't see if you're raising your right hand. Okay. Sir, do you swear to tell the truth during this whole proceeding?
Yes, I do.
Could you please state your name and spell your last name for the record?
Okay, Paul, Schenkin.
Thank you, sir. So, Paul, please begin with your testimony.
All right. There was a situation where I was going to be losing my home, so Sean offered me to move in with him, and we were moving all my property over to his house. And on the last day of moving, he said that I was evicted and he was not going to return my property to me.
Okay. What is your relationship to Sean? Is he your son? Who is he?
Yeah, he's my son, my biological son.
Okay. You are requesting, I see, $5,000 in personal property. Have you submitted any documentation to prove that the property is $5,000?
No, I haven't.
Okay. And you are stating that you have asked Sean for the property back and he says no, you can't have it?
He has my will, my advance directive. That was my personal papers, my photograph. He has everything of mine at his house, and he won't return it.
Okay. I do want to clarify to you, Paul, that while I do see that you requested $5,000 in return for personal property, that small claims court only can award monetary values. So I could not force Sean to return any personal property to you. That would be something you would have to do through the sheriff's office.
Okay.
I just want you to know we're still proceeding forward with the trial, but I will not be able to sign a judgment stating that Sean has to return any personal property to you.
Okay. Well, when I asked him for my property back, he said he didn't have most of it anymore. So I have no idea what's going on.
Okay. Do you have anything?
That's
Paul,
why
do
I
you
put the $5,000 amount, because if he doesn't have my property, then most of it I can't replace anyway, but I needed to do something.
okay. Do you have anything else to add, sir? Do you have any witnesses to testify on your behalf?
No.
Okay. Sean, if you could please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the whole truth during this proceeding?
Yes.
Could you please state your full name and spell your last name for the record?
John Schenkin, Schenkin.
Okay, sir, please begin with your testimony.
So I got a message from him that he was losing his home. We just happened to get a fairly large home recently. So I offered to rent him a room at a fairly discounted price, so he could afford it. We started moving his stuff in. Oh God, that was November era. We moved in the majority of his belongings. He also made his own trips with other belongings. He stayed here for about 2 weeks. And then rent came due. And he canceled his rent payment. It's in just a second. Gotta figure out what the picture was.
So I think that's Exhibit A that you submitted.
Yeah, it's a screenshot of Facebook.
Yes.
Yep. So I requested rent when it was due. He also was supposed to reimburse our fuel costs for moving. It's not like a normal family relationship here. I haven't heard from him in years. We're not like that normal family. Immediately after he sent rent, he canceled it. And I was like, okay. So after that, he took off, went up to Rainier. I went up there to see what was going on and to help get the rest of his stuff. And that's what happened with rent. He told me to learn how to respect my father and started screaming and yelling at him in his current home. I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this. You didn't pay rent. Come get your shit.
I'm sorry. Can you please not curse? It's fine.
Come get your
Please do not
stuff.
curse. Okay. Oh, we lost your father. I apologize. We're just gonna have to pause for a second until he can, oh, there he is. All right. I apologize. Go ahead. He's now. So yes, you said, come get your stuff.
Correct. He came up a couple days later, to retrieve stuff. He took his meds, a laptop, and a bunch of stuff out of his room. I told him, get a hold of me the next 15 days or so, make arrangements to come get your stuff because it's in my room. I didn't hear nothing for months, and then a sheriff calls me investigating a theft charge. Sheriff told me I had to let him come up and get his stuff. Cool. Sheriff set an appointment for the following Saturday. He no-showed it. Next thing I know, months later, I get a letter for court. I wanted him to take his stuff the whole time. All that is missing of his stuff, and this was ordered by my landlord, is Exhibit C.
I'm sorry. Can you stop again? Once again, your father has left this meeting. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Madam Clerk, why is he able to go in and out of this meeting?
He must have a bad connection.
Okay. I wonder if he could just call in. Maybe that's what we should, because it looks like he's outside in the waiting area. Would he be able to call in better?
Yeah, he just didn't have video.
Sorry, Sean, if
Oh, it's good. I'm arguing with the fan right now that keeps blowing my papers away, but it's hot in here.
Yes, if this is still an issue, we will just go outside and maybe, Madam Clerk, do you remember what he looks like? You can also go out there and just yell Paul Schenkin, and then if he responds, do you have the way for him to call in? Can you just have that information with you right away? Yeah, so just have him call in, because I don't think that this matter will be too long, and I'd like to just get it taken care of. Okay, all right, Sean, so we're gonna go outside and find your dad. I think he's just outside in the common area of the courthouse. Yeah, okay, so let's just give it a second. My clerk's gonna go try to figure this out really quickly.
Gives me time to organize some papers.
All right, sounds good. Great, thank you for doing that. Did you find him? Was he just struggling with his phone? I don't see anyone, but I will. Yeah. I'm sorry that this is taking a while. My clerk just went out to try to help Paul again.
It's all good.
I just don't want to continue this. I'd rather just try to get this taken care
Yeah.
of, so that way we don't have to deal with this again.
Yeah, I'd like my garage back, so I'm full. okay with continuing this.
Yes, let me go ahead and admit. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Paul, could you please unmute *6 or unmute, please? Yeah, you might have to actually go back and unmute it for him now. Mr. Schenken, *6 or unmute. If you are unable to figure it out, please go to the district court clerk window and ask for them to assist you.
How about saying, hey, Mr. Schenken with the phone, can you unmute star sensor? Can you call his name? Okay. Yeah, he needs to unmute so we can go. She's gonna go grab him.
Thank you. You did a lot of other stuff, so I think, thank you for helping the way you did. Wonderful. Paul,
Hello?
do you hear us? Hello, Paul.
Yeah,
All right, just
thank
leave
you.
absolutely, leave the phone as is. We're going to continue with Sean's testimony. So Sean, you said that he had told you to give him his stuff back. If you could just continue from there.
I told him to come get his stuff, and I explained to him that 98% of it was there. And he threw a complete fit, screaming and cussing me out. What is not there is what is in Exhibit C. There's a statement from my landlord about that. Paul has been in trouble before for copyright infringement and bootlegging movies. He was told when he came up here, none of that's allowed here. When we moved the belongings from the room to the garage after the sheriff okayed it, several boxes were, that's what it was. So everything associated with that was green cycled and disposed of.
You disposed of his videos?
No, I disposed of his bootlegged movies in Exhibit C.
Okay, so let me just look at that. And
software in Exhibit C.
and how did you dispose of it?
Those were sent to the dump, and then the computer stuff that he had that was packed full of it was sent through Green Cycle at Goodwill, where you drop it off.
Is this okay? So you're stating that is the only thing that you have gotten rid of his
That's
property.
it. Exhibit B shows all his belongings. It's literally filling up a 12 by 40 garage bay.
And that is current. That is as of right
Yes,
now.
I just took that before
Okay.
we did the paperwork. Yes, that is really recent.
Okay.
I've been trying to figure out for him to get his stuff because I want my garage back.
All right. Paul, it looks like your property is still available for you to pick up. Mr. Sean just stated that all that is not available for you to pick up are your old DVDs due to the fact that his landlord wouldn't allow those kinds of items on the property. At this point, it seems that Sean is very interested in you coming and picking up this property. What is stopping you from getting it?
Well, I'd have to get a crew together because there's a lot of stuff, and I'm 82 years old. I can't lift most of it, so
Well,
I'd have to get a bunch of people together.
Paul, you are suing to get your property back, and Sean is saying, take your property. I don't want it. So at this point, the suit is unnecessary. He wants you to have his property. He is not stopping you from taking your property back. So you just need to get a crew together and take it.
Okay, well, that's fine. It'll give me a few days to get something together to do it, and vehicles and everything.
Okay, so both of you, if you could just please listen for a second. At this point, Sean, it seems like there was a sheriff at your location stating that there was a theft 3 charge against you at one point. It seems that there was a date set up that wasn't followed through on. I think at this point, there may need to be some kind of police intervention to ensure that everything is taken and no further criminal charges are possibly charged. because I mean, how many years have you been, has it been since November of last year?
Yes,
So at this point, you're coming up almost on a year of housing his items, correct?
yes, and I haven't filed a storage fee because I want them gone. I just want this crap out of my garage.
Okay, so I think at this point, Paul, I can't award you the fees. It looks like Sean is more than happy for you to come get your property. He wants you to get his property. He's not holding your property. So it's just up to you to get yourself up there and get that property removed. Sean, I would highly
Okay.
recommend maybe reaching out to the assistance of the Cowlitz County Sheriff's Office to ensure that this is just gone at a date where maybe they're assisting with it, just so
I asked
that
them
way.
about that. They said they don't assist unless it's going to cause, unless there's aggression, violence, anything like that. They tend to not like assisting in civil matters.
Okay,
I understand their logic with that, but you know, I want my garage back.
and I think that at that point, you need to reach out, I believe, to, is it, Madam Clerk, would it be Superior Court that would help with property disputes?
Yeah, or maybe a civil standby through the,
But a civil standby is based on like violence. I understand what you mean. So, Sean, you might need to reach out to the Superior Court clerks and see if there's anything that can be done in regards to getting getting property off your property, because Paul wants his property back. You're willing to give it to him, but what if he's not coming to pick it up? And you obviously want your garage back, but you don't want to dispose of it
Oh, no,
and have issues.
I'm coming to pick it up.
He was supposed to come get it almost 4 months ago, and he's no show. I want it
Well,
gone.
Okay, well, at this point, I think that it seems like maybe this has opened up some more communication for it to be resolved. So I understand that maybe you don't have a very close relationship, but I think that working with Paul to get that property out
Mhm.
would be really beneficial to both individuals. So I would just, I'm going to say that I am going to not award any money to you, Paul, because it seems like your property is intact for you to regain. Sean, I understand this might be not a very pleasant interaction, but please work with Paul to get this property hopefully off your property. And if there are any future issues, I think the Superior Court clerk in regards to property removal would be your next best bet. Okay?
All I ask is that he calls
Okay.
to set it up. I need a heads
Okay.
up.
Do you hear that, Paul?
What are you saying?
Could you please call Sean to set up a time to come get your property? He doesn't want you just showing up.
Oh, yeah, I will do that as soon as I get a crew lined up. I will call him and let him know when I'm coming.
It's not as soon as you get a crew lined up, Paul. You need to get that property off of his property. That needs to be very soon.
Okay.
That you can't wait 4 more months. You can't keep waiting
Oh,
months
no,
and months and
I'm
months.
talking days. I'm
Okay.
talking days.
Okay, well, maybe you should call Sean and set up a date in a week or so. And that way you have sort of a timeline that you know you need to get a crew together by.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Thank you guys both for your
Well,
time. At this point, I'm going to be filing a judgment that awards no money to either party because it seems that this can be resolved.
Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.